Hey, what is up YouTube? It is Balor here, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, I'm going to be talking about why Nulgath the Archfiend is a wasted character. So you're probably sitting back and you're wondering, Nulgath? Wasted character? Are you on crack? You know how many items Nulgath has, and he's not even a staff member anymore, man, and like, they keep releasing items for him and fucking... He's a wasted character because, let's be real, the items don't tell the story. In a sense, from a story perspective, Nulgath is one of the most wasted characters in the entire fucking game, alright? And that's not even a fanboy within me speaking. Okay, if you don't know, I'm a massive fan of Nulgath, alright? My quote-unquote character, Balor, serves Nulgath, alright? That's his lore, alright? He serves Nulgath. So you already know I like Nulgath, alright? But he's a fucking wasted character. Absolutely wasted. What has Nulgath done in the story? What has Nulgath done in the story? He's done one relevant thing. You could probably wank two, okay? But he's done one relevant thing. And what is that relevant thing? Okay, so just a warning. There are spoilers, okay? If you actually care about being spoiled, then I suggest you leave the video, okay? So what does Nulgath do? Right. In the Chaos finale, when you just got absolutely deleted by Draketh, okay? You go to the afterlife and you fight your way through to get to death, okay? You're looking for death because you need to come back to the living world to confront Draketh. Then all of a sudden, you run into Nulgath at the very end stretch. Just before death is, you know? Just before death's little chamber, you run into Nulgath. And he tells you that Empress Gravelyn needs to lift her shadow fucking scythe castle bullshit, okay? She needs to lift that shit. And she's got Deja the Evil with her and all these other bloody pissy heroes, right? And they can't lift the castle with magic. So what does Nulgath do? He tells you that he will give you the power to help Gravelyn lift that massive undead skeletal Dracolich castle of hers from the underworld. So that's pretty big deal if you ask me. The dude basically allows you to fucking help lift something with magic from an alternate dimension. That's pretty big if you ask me, but that's just a feat. Story-wise, it's pretty important as well, because, well, to be fair, it didn't really do anything in the grand scheme of things, because Gravelyn's retarded. But anyway, that's a topic for another video. Anyways, he helps you lift the castle, but it's a contract. You sign his contract, you lift the castle, yip yip hooray, right? But then he tells you, you haven't fulfilled your contract, you need to kill Death. Okay? His contract was an assassination order to kill Death. So then you kill Death and you basically become Death. So that's all that Nulgath has really done in the story. He sort of indirectly made you become Death and helped you basically lift up Gravelyn's castle, which is kind of important. So he had a bit of a, you know, play in the end of the Chaos Saga. That's it. That is all Nulgath has done. The other thing that I mentioned earlier that she can wank is Dark Fortress. If you play Dark Fortress, you'll know what happens in Dark Fortress, okay? Deja the Evil attains his Mark of Mastery. Now, that's what I'm saying you can wank it, because Nulgath didn't really do anything there. It's just like, that was the beginning of Deja's journey, and Nulgath was his fucking obstacle, right? Even though, like, you know, he didn't fight Nulgath or anything, and he would have gotten fucking destroyed. Like, one shot by Nulgath at that point, but, like, the point was Nulgath was his old master. Deja attained his Mark of Mastery. Nulgath was always that final obstacle of his. That release established that. That's what I'm saying. He didn't really do anything there, but you can sort of wank that if you want, okay? Other than that, he's done nothing. So aside from not doing anything, he also gets, like, no showtime in the story, like, whatsoever. Aside from doing nothing. So he was in that Chaos Saga bit, okay, the finale. He was in Dark Fortress. What else was he in? He was in Evil War, alright? Obviously, that's the dangerous Nulgath War. Now, for those of you who don't know, he actually won the war. He actually won the war, but the cutscenes depicted him losing, alright? It's a long story, but basically, it's rigged. TLDR, okay? It's rigged. So Nulgath actually won, but he didn't win in the story, because, you know, reasons. But anyway, so he got knocked into the Oversoul portal, so he didn't technically do that, but that happened to him, alright? So the Evil War, he didn't really do anything, right? He didn't win, so he lost, right? Well, he won, but you get what I mean, right? What else has he done? Driaria? Is that how you fucking pronounce it? Driaria? The fucking Boleyn event, the pink one, you know? What happens to Nulgath there? Now, this is a comical release, okay? It's a joke. I'm not saying it's a joke because it's bad. Like, it's bad, but it's a joke because the release isn't meant to be taken seriously. It's a joke release. But what happens to Nulgath there? He gets fucked over by Boleyn. Boleyn! You know, Vespa 1.0, Boleyn? Yeah. She turns him into this little fucking anime character. That's what happens to Nulgath in that release. Other than that, it's just statements and shit. In Arc Portal, he looks at you through the portal, and he's like, oh, great, I can return to law, but I'm not going to do it. And, you know, I'm sure many of you know that I wrote, like, the original script for Arc Portal. If you didn't know that, well, there you go. But let me just say that it turned out a lot different to what I wrote. So I was disappointed with Arc Portal, okay? Very disappointed. I didn't like the Arc Portal, alright? But yeah, that's what happens in Arc Portal. So, overall, what I'm trying to say is, all we know about Nulgath is through statements and shit, okay? He hasn't actually done anything on screen. He's done jack shit. He's a wasted character, and AE, you should use Nulgath. He's not a staff character anymore, so you got people whining, no, he's not a staff character anymore. How come he's getting any attention at all? Like, he's just, fuck off, you know? Like, they're pretending like he, you know, isn't one of the most loved characters in the game, like he doesn't have a cult following, like he didn't set the standard for what is the art style of AQ World, alright? He's not just another staff member, he's arguably the most important artist in the game, alright? Even though he's no longer with us. That's not the priest Hidan within me talking, that's just objective truth. Him and J6. So yeah, he's not just another staff character of people saying they shouldn't use his character because he's no longer with them, alright? Now, what I want to say is, he's not a staff character, that's great, because now he doesn't have those stupid limitations that they put on staff characters. You know, the ones where they can't do shit for like 50 releases? You know, or can't be relevant unless you're Artix, you know? Like, think about it. What have other staff characters done that's actually important? Has Alina done anything? I mean, she's the head of the fucking game and her character's barely done shit, right? Boleyn didn't do anything, right? When she was around. Cicero, like, barely done anything. Nulgath obviously barely done anything, but who has done stuff? Who has actually done stuff and had screen time? Dage the Evil has. Now, this isn't the Dage hater within me talking. I'm not a Dage hater, okay? I love Nulgath, but I'm not a Dage hater, alright? But fuck me, does the guy have presence? But I don't see why he has more presence than Nulgath. Are you fucking serious? Jesus Christ. Alright. I disconnected. Very fucking epic. Alright? Yeah. But anyways, that was my video on why Nulgath, the Archfiend, ruler of the Oversoul, the Void apparently, and the Secret Zone. Ruler of the Secret Zone, okay? Yeah, that's my video on why he's underrated. If you liked it, like it. If you... Make sure you fucking subscribe. That was a fucking terrible video, Jesus Christ, I'm even gonna upload this shit.